Welcome to Elks101. Another episode of Elks Central, breaking this one down.
Reagan, touchdown Edmonton! Fajardo, Dunbar, back on top go the Elks!
No salary cap cuts coming to the Elks offensive line. That and more today on Elks101. Declan, Eddie, and Rick here. How are you guys? Oh, hey, April 13th. Almost forgot to mention.
Man,
how do you like that little intro?
Ooh, I love that. That was fire, bro.
Switching it up.
That was fire.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
That's what we in the biz call a tease.
We didn't plan this. What do I do? What do I do?
What's the offensive line again? No. Yeah, we'll get into that. There was some cool, I was looking at CFL.ca today, and they were doing who would go first in a 2022 CFL redraft article.
I like it.
So that's kind of, but like that, my point was that's kind of where we're at right now in the offseason. The draft is going to be right around the corner here. Global draft as well. Camp or rookie camp about a month out. Training camp actually, I guess about a month out. Rookie camp a little sooner. But my point is, it's and for the next couple weeks until the draft, we're still. What's the phrase? We're scratching it. We're picking at some. Scratching a claw. What's the phrase? You guys, come on, Rick. I know you're probably laughing back there. You know what I'm talking about.
Smiling.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think of what you're trying to get. I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Grasping
at straws.
Grasping at straws. Yeah, we're just trying to. Yeah, we're trying to find a little bit of news to get through this part of the year.
I'm with you now, grasping. We are.
It was tough.
Now that you bring up that article on CFL.ca, we should personally in-house do best players or like top 5 players drafted out of each draft since like 2010.
Yes, we should. Do we want to plan that right?
Nice
that sounds like we're gonna need some time to study on that one.
Yeah,
so maybe that's next Monday.
Do we want to do that next Monday?
Yeah, let's
do it. Hold on, 5 players from each draft from 2010 through 2025.
Sure.
Okay, I love
15.
that.
I only say 2010 because that's my draft.
Yeah,
you'd be on there. You'd be on there. Yeah, we can absolutely do that. I love that. Each week I keep meaning to do, like I want to do a top 100 Elks of all time. And I mean to pitch that to you guys, but it's a long list and I always forget.
And I should do even like top 25.
Top 25, yeah, that'd probably make a lot more sense.
There's some icons that are just staples there.
Yeah, absolutely. You know Yeah, Eddie Steele.
No, bro. No. You got the Gizmo, you got Damon Allen, Warren Moon, all the legend O linemen. Like, yeah. You got
Gregor McKellar. Speaking of the offensive line, we will get to that in a little bit. But listen, I mean, come on. First of all, how was the weekend? How are we? How was did you guys re-listen to the Chalin interview? Just thinking about what a great job we did.
No, did you?
No, I did.
No, it was a good weekend, man. The weather's turning, so the mood is always better, right?
Yep.
When you get those +10, +12s with a little bit of sunshine out there, baby.
People sitting on a patio.
Yeah, a lot of motorcycles out there, people walking. You just feel it, right?
Yeah, like the walking's the big one. Seeing people just like out going for their daily walk or whatever. Like when it's so cold and just like, because the other thing is, even earlier this week, it wasn't necessarily that cold, but it was just so dirty and it was so glum. Yeah. And you were like, why do you want to be out here?
I'm telling you, man, when there's no sun, it's just, it hits different.
Yeah.
The mood, it's when there's sun, it brightens the mood. Literally.
The no sun for the very first, at the very beginning, in the fall, whatever, you're still kind of feeding off the summer sun. But by the time you get to the end of winter, before spring gets here, that no sun, oh man, it hit so much harder this year.
Yeah, and that's why for me, like I know we had this debate. I don't even remember how long ago it was, like a couple months ago, weeks ago. But you guys were pushing spring hard, and I couldn't get on board because for me it's so glum and it's filthy and it's wet. Like spring, I love the idea of spring. I think I would love spring if I lived in maybe Georgia,
but it's spring right now.
And
it's not wet out there right now.
No, but it was.
It does. That first step is gross.
Yeah, the first step is sick.
But now we're getting into, you know what? You can almost wear your nice white shoes already.
For sure. And
I've been putting these Skechers through the gauntlet.
Yeah,
the winter whites go away right away. The winter whites get thrown away, and you look for new winter whites for next year. But the summer whites are coming out right away.
You guys are lucky. You can just get shoes easy, man.
Yeah,
right off the shelf, no problem. What size are you both?
Like 10.5.
Yeah, I'm 11. What do you got over there?
15s,
14s.
Yeah,
wide. So certain brands fit different too. Rarely do stores even carry anything over a 13.
Yeah.
They'll order for you. Got to wait a week and a half. It sucks.
They got to you got to inspect it with like a micro.
Man, it sucks.
Magnifying glass.
I'm envious of you boys who can just go shop.
Did you have custom cleats when you played?
Nope.
Yeah.
No, I would get them through Nike online.
Yeah. They make
but
those
they stopped
big enough, I
making
guess.
my cleats in about 2013. No, about 2014.
Really?
So what I did is I knew they were going to stop making them. And I ordered, because I only played in this one. I've tried so many. The team gives you whatever the brand would be. So back then it would be Adidas. And they would give you the worst blisters. So I found this cleat that really felt good to my foot. And I bought like 6 or 7 pairs as I knew they were going out of business.
Do you only go through like 2 a season?
At least.
Yeah,
at least
2 or 3.
And then you'd have a practice, about 3, because you'd have your practice pair, and then you'd have 2 game pairs that you first half and then second half of the year. Like those studs to stay pretty sharp and crisp, they do grind down.
Dude, I remember even like, forget when I was like a kid, even in grade 10, I played in soccer cleats and just taped them like crazy for like the beginning of the season.
Really?
And then it was like, that's actually not going to fly. You gotta
get some real.
Yeah. Dude, like the tape job on those things was industrial, man. Like,
Sweet.
Rick's been out and he's looking at porn back there the whole time.
I'm trying to buy some appliances apparently.
What Reddit ad was that?
That was I had the 3 Down Nation article open, and then whatever that was popped up.
Dude, you know what's crazy? I was gonna make a joke about that because like 3 Down, like add a couple more ads to your website. Like, my goodness, you try and cipher through that thing, and it's just.
Well, man, your co-host, the host, I should say, Low Tide. I always want to read his stuff with the Athletic, but man, those paywalls.
No,
it's catching me with no paywall.
Yeah, like listen, I get 3 Down Nation. You guys are gonna pay the bills, and you do great work. But my goodness, like you could cut one of them. You could cut one of them when you click on the article.
It's either that or a paywall, though.
Yeah, no, it's true. I get the bills got to get paid. I'm not trying to speak.
I don't mind all the ads down the side. I understand we're trying to pay for stuff. I get it. But the pop-ups, when you click on an article, it pops up, and you can't find the small X. You can't find your way into this.
When you're actually reading, and then a pop-up will come, and then it'll take you back to the top of the page or something.
Yeah. Because I don't know where the hell I didn't know where I just went. I got to go backwards and start again. And I just give up.
Dude, I hate the one that like pops up from the bottom and it basically like cuts off what you're trying to read. And then you try and like exit it 4 times, and you get like another pop-up that's like,
you can't find where to exit it. It's all hidden in with the color and stuff.
Fun. I didn't want to read the article anyways.
You gotta like reload the page and try and like read really quickly before you know the ad's gonna pop up.
Good to know I'm not alone, because I go through it too.
Yeah, I didn't
know if that was a lack of IT knowledge on my part. If that's just everyone's got it, all right, I feel better.
Bombarded.
One thing I wanted to ask you guys before we actually get to football. Well, I guess we did the whole how was the weekend thing. We touched on it briefly, spring kind of. One thing I wanted to talk about you guys, because Eddie, I'm sure you've talked about this a lot on Carius' show. Rick, I'm sure you're obviously really involved in this just with Oilers Nation. But the discourse for the Norris. And so I wanted to know what your guys' Norris ballot looks like. Now, obviously, we still have a few games left here in the season. I don't know how much it's really going to change. Maybe it'll change a little bit. But if you guys are going 1 through 5 right now, or 5 through 1 on your Norris ballots, what does it look like?
To be honest with you, man, there's 2. There's only 2. Outside of that, 3, 4, 5. Nobody cares about the.
I'm with you, Rick.
There's only.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, nobody cares about 3, 4, 5. There's 1 and 2.
Kale is missing time.
Yeah, Kale's way out of it. It's between Bouchard and Werenski. That's it. That's all.
There's a huge drop to number 3. I totally agree. But I still want to know who you guys have.
I wouldn't even say huge drop though. Kale's had a decent.
Oh, really? I think it's
I don't think it's significant. I think.
Well, it depends. If you want to look at how they played and consider that, or if you want to look at the betting trends and see what the betting trends, because the betting trends tell you that there's a massive difference. Because like it's what's his Werenski is minus 340 to win, and Bush is still plus 220. So there, and then it's
Kale
plus 2800.
Yeah,
2-horse race.
That's what I'm saying. And Kale, he would like
3,000 now. My bad.
Yeah. So, because I think I guess I'll do mine first here. Like I have Werenski number 1, and I think I like Evan Bouchard a lot. I think I find myself maybe defending Evan Bouchard in times when people kind of come at him, and I get it. Like some of the mistakes are so bad, and he also does just kind of have that kind of air where he's like, it looks like he doesn't care, just who he is. Like
it's the eye test to us viewers of his I don't give a crap when he makes those errors.
Yeah, like it's just there's kind of a casualness to it.
Yeah.
But my thing is like I said, still a huge Bouchard guy. I think he's an unbelievable player. I have him firmly number 2. I got Werenski number 1. Like I said, I think there's a pretty significant drop off from there. I think I probably have Kale number 3, and then I would go. I think I'd go Lane Hudson number 4 and Mo Sider number 5. I think that's what my ballot would look like.
Someone texted in this morning, Sue Rasmus Dahlin's.
Yeah, Dahlin's making a push for it.
I'm going Bush, Werenski, Dahlin, Makar, and Hudson.
Yeah, it's all the same names, 3 through 5. It's however you want to slice it.
But I do have Bush first. When it comes to all the, like, I know we can watch the games, but very few actually watch the equal amount of minutes on both those guys. So many people out east who I understand the games. If the game starts here at 8, it's 10 o'clock for them. If it starts at 7 o'clock for us, it's 9 o'clock for them. Unfortunately, the majority of those guys who are voting are not actually watching. They are getting up in the morning. They're seeing what Sportsnet puts out there as clips. They're seeing what ESPN puts out there as clips. They are not watching the entire game. And I think they're doing the award service, the award a disservice by not watching and still coming out and having this massive opinion, right? Because they come out and they speak on it, and they there's extra oomph in their voice. Like I know. Well, you don't know because you haven't actually watched. So if anyone's sitting out there to say, hey, listen, Bouchard, and want to talk about his defensive lapses and whatnot, it's because those get played on TSN. But guess what? The Oilers are in a fishbowl. Everybody's watching them. Zach Werenski in Columbus, nobody's watching them. When does their highlight clip come in? The 8th game of the 9-game schedule. Like, it comes so far down, you don't even watch. They lost to Buffalo 5-0 the other night. He was -3, and the odds the next day did not change at all.
Now,
so like, what's your argument though over for Bush over?
I think Bouchard has equal to, or if not better, defensive metrics, and his offense beats him.
Yeah, I mean, he's got like 10 more points. He's got less 5-on-5 points. My thing is, like,
he plays more defensively. Like, he's out there on the PK more than Werenski and then any of the other guys are. In terms of all around,
like a crazy number. Like,
in terms of all around defense, I think it's him.
I think it should be Bouchard too. Ultimately,
really, you got wow.
I do ultimately.
That's correct.
I do when you look at the numbers and stuff. But so check it out. I'll follow it up by saying this. Rick, you want to bet 20? Because I bet Zach wins it.
No, I won't bet you 20, and I'll tell you this why. Because I feel like I have laid up on a par 3. I've told people before the Olympics started, Bouchard was 2 points back, and I got in on him when it came to the Norris Trophy. It was plus 3,300. My cash out at that point was 6,800. I took my medicine the other day, and I took my $1,500 and I walked from it.
You did,
because I do not think he's going to get the proper voting.
Dang,
so I had to take my money and walk.
He says, I took my medicine.
I had to take my money and walk.
$1,500.
I am going to yell loud, but I'm going to yell loud with my $1,500 instead of yelling loud with nothing.
That's some good medicine to take, Rick.
I'm telling you right now,
medicine didn't hurt that bad.
I need everyone to stop talking about the positives.
He's not winning. He's not winning.
I stop talking about him now, so in case he doesn't go and win,
he's not going to win. You're good, man. So you're 1,500 up.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm patting myself on the back there. I'll take that.
He's not winning. What's really egregious though is when you get the talking heads in the media that don't even have Bush on the top 5 list.
Well,
and I've seen that. That's when we're crazy. Like, you lose your credibility.
100%.
Right?
That's you do.
Ridiculous. You lose your credibility. I was like Rupper, man, who's on Gregor's show.
Yep.
I saw that. I'm thinking, dude, you play like how do you?
Darren Pang, the same thing.
How do you do that? Like that's I just don't get how you even can do that. I don't.
No, it's obviously ridiculous. Like it's like what are we?
He works for NHL.com.
Put words to how egregious that
NHL
is.
Network.
Or my bad, yes, but it's under the company and what?
No, it's the logo,
crazy.
right?
Like I still think Werenski's a clear number 1. Bush is a clear number 2. Like it's 5-on-5 scoring, edge of Zach Werenski. The defensive metrics are similar. A little bit more PK time for Bush. My thing is just like, dude, you look at Columbus, like their next leading scorer is 14 points below Zach Werenski and Kirill Marchenko. The plus minus, yeah, Bush's is better, but listen, being a plus player on Columbus, like that's for a guy who plays as much as he does, like I'm not going to scoff at that. Yeah. I just think the fact, and I don't love this argument, but I hate like, I think there is something to be said because I hate this argument because I do think it takes away from how good of a player Bouchard is when they use the power play argument with Leon and Connor. Because you know what? Connor and Leon get to play on the power play with him too because he's a really good player.
And Makar plays on the power play with McKinnon.
Yeah, but Makar, like he's
their
not
power
even,
plays. Like,
that's bad, which is funny.
Yeah,
and Makar Bush isn't even a conversation. Bush is so far ahead of. But my point is like Werenski. And I don't love that argument because I think it takes away from Bouchard, and they get to play with Bouchard too, and he's great. But Zach's got like, dude, he has nobody. Adam Fantilli and Kirill Marchenko, like Charlie Coyle. Those are your, you know what I mean? Like that, that means something. Yeah,
it does mean something.
So,
it does mean something. Now, what else means something too is the 10-point lead in the points. What is he at? 91 points.
Yep. It's 91 to 81.
Now we can all agree Bush is by far the best offensive defenseman in the league. Can we agree to that?
Definitely.
The cojones, the gonads he has to toe the blue line. Sure, he's going to turn it over while he's the last man back sometimes. But the plays that he makes, man, offensively, it's like as much effortless or lack of effort it looks like he's on the get back when he turns it over. Man, he has that same effortless vibe when he's on offense dangling.
Yeah, no, he does.
Like it's wild what he can do with the puck.
He spent 144 minutes on the PK this year. Werenski 91. So it's not like Bush is not playing defensive minutes out there either.
I didn't know.
He's got 6 more games.
Is
like the per
egg on
games
my face too.
out.
Like I should have been way more aware. I watched almost every single game, like minute for minute via PVR. I didn't realize how much he was on the PK.
Yeah.
You know, that bodes well.
Yeah, he's
again, their PK is not great. The PK is
that's another thing. It's like yeah, you're
So-
playing on the PK, but the PK is not great. So that, kind of works against. And like I don't want to sit here and act like Werenski just doesn't, or Hudson or Hughes or McCarr don't have glaring defensive mistakes. Like of course they do, but I think there has to be something to be said for the 5-on-5 numbers and the fact he doesn't do it with another with like dude, I'm sorry, you're on the power play with 2 of the 4 best players in the world. Like. I don't want to do the whole thing because again, it takes away from how good Bush is. I don't want to do the thing where it's like, oh, imagine if Werenski was on that power play. But if Werenski was playing on a power play with McDavid and Draisaitl, I'm sure his numbers would be bumped up a little bit too.
And look who they're rolling out in OT.
Yeah,
Bush, McDavid, and Draisaitl. Right? Yeah. Like, yeah, it's different than what they have in Columbus.
Yeah,
it's just different.
I don't know. Shout out Bush though. Like I love
the ultimate winner here is Rick. 1,500.
No, I mean, come on. Let's not bury the lead.
Yeah, like
that's what it's really about.
Let's get through January. Let's get through June 4th first.
It's a good cash out, my man. Well done.
I did place that bet plus 3,300 on Boost from the Norris. I don't know what the cash out is right now.
I'd love to
should I check live?
Yeah, you should look right now because it's
I only put I think I put 50 down on it, or maybe I put 25. It wasn't a huge amount. It was.
Can't wait to hear this cash out.
All right, I gotta log into my.
That's okay. It's okay. We can bust some time up.
I gotta log into my unnamed betting service because we don't have a sponsor.
Like here's a simple stat here for Werenski. When in a must-win game to make the playoffs, 0 goals, 0 assists. His expected goals for is 49. He's -3 with 4 giveaways. If Bush had those exact same stats, people would be damn near ready to hang the man.
Yeah, like it's obviously not the cash out, right? So I put 25 down to win 750. The cash out's 153.85.
Oh, bro,
you're saying take it
pretty soon here?
Yeah,
I don't know when it like it.
When do they vote?
The ballots have to be in by
the end of the regular season, and then
after the last
Thursdays.
Yeah, and then the award ceremony is on the 4th of June, I believe.
Just monitor the media the next couple of days because at the end of the day, they have the most sway. It's the media voting. So, but yeah, man, that's like cash out and then just throw a quick hundy down on another something else and 50 in the pocket. Man.
I also I had a 50 bomb on Luka to win MVP. Literally not eligible unless he's not going to win anyway. So that's
what do you guys think about that? The NBA having the minimum amount of games.
So here's the thing.
That's a good.
I get where they're coming from. I get where they're coming from because listen, I love the NBA. I feel like I go to bat for the NBA a lot. Load management was absolutely a problem.
Yeah, it's the only league that does it too.
No question about it was a problem.
Their hand was forced.
Yeah, so they had to do something to say, because here's the other thing that people may not know. Like, if you make all NBA teams or win these awards, you're eligible for X amount of percentage towards your next contract that bumps your money up. So, like, there was one year, I think it was Ja who missed it. He went out from, like, what would have been a $300 million contract to, like, $220 or something. Yeah. Jaren Jackson as well.
Or down to, like, 175.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and so we're not talking about, like, a couple mil here. Yeah. We're talking about, like, hundreds of M's potentially, or in some cases. So I get that the NBA said, listen, we can't have you sitting out these games for our national TV rights holders, our regional TV rights holders. We don't want, like, dude, if a kid in Memphis saves his money all year and he wants to see LeBron play the one time there in Memphis a year and he doesn't play, I mean, that's not a good example because they're Western Conference, but you know what I'm saying?
No,
I'm with you. I'm
with you.
That's not a great precedent.
Jordan would never have done that.
Yeah.
Not a LeBron versus Jordan, but like in the 90s,
yeah,
you
they didn't do that.
time.
So there is something to be said for that rule being put in that I do think it was kind of necessary to curb some of the load management. That said, we have now gone in such a spot that you can have a guy like Luka Doncic who played 64 games, legitimately missed the others because of injury. By the way, he was in Slovenia on December 4th for the birth of his child, played a game back in the States on December 6th. So like this guy was trying to make games.
Commitment.
Led the league in scoring, was top 3 in assists, was top 3 in steals. But because of legitimate injury, all of a sudden now we're not eligible for awards, especially when you look at like the minutes thing. Like how many more minutes did he play than Wemby, who's going to be probably second in MVP voting? So it needs to be done. There needs to be something about, I don't know if you bump the number up to 68 or 70 or something like that. I don't know if it's a minutes thing. Like I don't know what you do, but like clearly the experiment has failed.
Yeah.
Like Ant Edwards, he's not going to be eligible this year. You can go down the list of guys. So
I would say bump it up because you can't change it in the sense of how severe is an injury because you just never know. Is it a severe injury where you could still be in the running for a league award? Is it load man? You never know. You can't get inside someone's body.
I also think, like, I'll say this, like, yes, load management was a problem for sure. It's actually like it been curbed a little bit in the last couple of years, and people haven't really realized because it had such a bad connotation to it, rightfully so. But it's not like the thing it kind of was like 4 or 5.
I was going to say it reached
years,
its peak in about 2018, 2019, and it was Kawhi.
Yeah.
What it all really began was when Kawhi came to Toronto, and they really catered to him. He was doing the load management with the Spurs before, but then they just really catered to him.
LA too, like the Clippers. I mean, not only did they let him sit out whenever they want, they gave him tree companies or whatever they were doing.
I mean, ever since Toronto on though, because he went to LA post Toronto.
Yeah.
And it's just like the same story.
You know, like, dude, 2 of the top 3 scorers this year and 3 of the top 10 aren't going to be eligible for all NBA teams because of games played. You know what I mean? Like that.
Do you remember, just put yourself 10 years ago, for example, Deck, you don't remember them doing load management. You don't remember superstars missing game. Do you? I don't.
No,
not like
it
10
wasn't.
Years ago. It was only a thing from, like I say, it really became prevalent 2017, 18.
With Kawhi, I believe.
And then a lot of guys took advantage of it, like the Paul Georges and LeBron, of course, and many guys jumped on the load management train.
Yeah, and like injuries
was never a thing growing up, I remember.
No, absolutely not. And like injuries, and players have long thought the season is too long, and this was kind of their way of like getting back. And I get it, like people like to, you know, kind of clown on the NBA for being soft sometimes.
Heck no.
It's like, listen, basketball, like it's not a collision sport. It's not football. It's not hockey, but it's a contact sport. Like it's a physical sport, man. And injuries are real. And here's the other thing, like these guys, these superstar top end players are playing. And I don't want to necessarily like tread water for like the millionaire basketball players who have access to the best healthcare, the best nutrition, the best recovery, the best training.
Every sport.
Like, yeah, you are playing like 40 minutes and like it sounds like I'm.
No, man, it's physical. As D tackle who ate double teams, we know that basketball is very physical. And the toll that it takes on these guys' knees, the jumping on that hardwood. Yep. Look at them when they're sitting on their bench. They're all wrapped up like mummies, keeping heat pads on their knees and shoulders. It's physical.
Absolutely. And so this was kind of the players like get back of like, we've tried to get the season shortened. We've tried to like not have as many back-to-backs. We've tried to do these things.
Isn't it supposed to be difficult though?
Yeah, I mean,
you're out there making millions upon millions. 100%. And I'm not just like really doesn't have a lot to do with money because that's just part of the market and whatnot. And when you come to those sports, but there's nobody really complaining about the length. I mean, NFL, they're getting another game this year, are they not?
Well, they've been complaining about that. Like they don't want.
Yeah, but no one's sitting out. Yeah. They're bringing it up.
They're going to be at 18.
This
was the last year of 17.
That's too.
Yeah, they're getting another one this year with two buys.
18
though.
Football games.
What's wrong with that, man? CFL.
Shout out the CFL.
Been doing that, baby. What you saying,
dude? Even that, like you don't think 18 football games is too many?
No. Not with bye weeks. You got 3 bye weeks in there.
Yeah,
I think 1 bye.
I mean, sure, yeah. It's
part of this is supposed to be like
is 18.
It's supposed to be like a tough thing to get through the season. Like it's not supposed to be easy. You're not supposed to finish and feel 100%.
But like, there's one thing to be said for like it's supposed to be hard. There's another for players to say like, hey, this is impacting our health, our longevity, our whatever, and the league turning around and saying, "Shut up, boy." Like, you know what I mean? Because that's kind of what they
But the
did.
NFL does the exact
As the
same
league
thing. The
is turning
NHL does the
around,
exact same thing.
The issue, though, fellas, and this is what it only comes down to. This is all it comes down to. As the league is saying, shut up, boy, and these guys are saying this is impacting our health, how they say, shut up, boy, and then every player takes it. And
These guys are getting,
it's all about the money.
their max contracts right now like 60 million, and their average contracts are in the middle teens.
For sure. It's all about the money. So whatever problem any major sports league faces, usually it's solved with money.
Yeah.
Players getting more income. That's really what it comes down to. Players will shut up. NFL, you don't hear a lot of bitching and moaning about health and safety when you're seeing the contracts. You're really not.
The other thing I would say about load management is it was so highlighted because it was a select few superstar
It
players.
was, yes.
Like, it's
And that's
not
a bad
like-
look.
Yeah,
It's a bad look.
terrible look. But I'm saying it's not like it was all 12 guys
No.
on the bench.
Yeah.
On all 30.
No, it was the
teams,
top
you know?
end, which is the worst part of it.
My heroes, though, the Kevin Garnett's, the Tim Duncans,
They
there
never
was
do
no
that.
load management.
But at that point, to counter that, don't you just play them a couple less minutes, play your bench guys a couple more minutes, and bang, you're all done?
Yeah.
Like, if 40 minutes is too, I mean, we sit here and talk about,
but
we
still, I
talk
guess
the
it's
Oilers
whole
like
prep
Connor,
for a
that's
game and-
23, 24 minutes is too many. We play the fourth line more,
There-
Connor numbers go down.
There is a difference with me not suiting up as opposed to suiting up, warming up, playing for a little, and then sitting. There is a difference in terms of
Oh,
the
100%.
body.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're just playing, your average minutes go down 3 to 4, you're playing more guys more, which is probably better for the entire league, not the
But
top
like-
end guys who are playing, but for the
in
entire
ball, it's
league, they
hard,
get
man,
more.
because it's such a
Individually
Yes,
dominated
exactly.
sport. Like,
So
you
those 3 or
kinda- if
4
you're trying to
minutes,
win,
man,
yeah.
So you're
that's a
tempted to-
10-point streak.
You're
Yeah.
tempted to play those guys more. So now it comes down to the coaches just playing their guys too much. It's like McDavid. If you 24 minutes is probably too much. Get him at 20. He's terrifying out
But
there
it's
every
also
shift.
like, the
Hockey's more
gap of
team,
like
though.
it. Yeah, hockey's definitely more team. Like in
You're
basketball,
playing once every 3 minutes. Basketball, man, 3 minutes can change a game.
for sure. Yeah, because the thing is, it's like, yeah, you can say just like take Luka out for 4 minutes. It's like, man, in that 4-minute stretch when Luka's out and Jake Laravia's on, like that's a 12-point
You're
run, and you're trying to win.
exposed.
Yeah,
But if the other team takes out their Luka, their Kawhi at the same time, and they're playing their 10 and 11 and 12 guys, and you're playing your 10, 11, 12 guys,
But
it
like-
kind of evens out at the end.
yeah,
but
but it's
if I see their best player, I'm sending my dogs after
Yeah.
that guy. I'm trying to go and feast on Jake.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, my thing is like, oh, he just took Luka out. Guess what? I'm putting Anthony Edwards in.
But isn't
We
that
are
up to your
running
coach then?
ISO.
Wouldn't like your coach should be going, okay, I get that, but I trust my 10, 11, 12 against their 10, 11, 12, and I want my big dog out there for when their big dog's out there to
Yeah,
stop
but
their
like,
big dog from playing.
maybe
It
you-
really just comes down to controlling the coaches to like, don't overplay your player.
But it's also like maybe you don't trust your 10, 11, 12. Like that's a very real.
But you're
thing,
playing
too.
their
It's
10,
like-
11, 12. It's
Yeah, but
like
it's
playing
like-
fourth lines.
But it's like, but it's not, because like basketball is so much different than hockey in the sense that basketball really you can just have one guy who just runs like high pick and roll ISO every play. And my thing would be like I get like the sentiment, but my thing is like there is also a real thing. It's like, hey, we don't want to run our 10, 11, and 12 against their 10, 11, 12 because I know my 10, 11, and 12, and I know their rating's about to be -8 in 2.5 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas like rolling lines in the NHL and like line matching, it's a little bit different. Like I get it, and yeah, like. Hand up. I think a lot of NBA players for this load management were really soft.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I'm not.
No doubt.
I think like you
we
guys
are
needed.
anti-load management.
Oh, absolutely, we are. And the league needed to do something about it, and they did. The problem was it ended up hurting them in an entirely new.
If
way.
you increased roster size, does that help at all?
No, man, because it's
the
just
way
it's
the sport
still-
is played, like a bigger roster doesn't do anything because you got 5 guys on the court and each. I mean, your big dogs, your starters are playing 30 to 40 something out of 48 minutes.
because
You
all
know?
an
So the
expanded
sports play
roster,
differently.
Yeah.
all an expanded roster does, like you're not going to compete to be one of the guys who's running 40 minutes a night. You're going to be competing to be one of the guys who runs 6 minutes a night in a 20-minute loss or a 20-minute win. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I don't know. It's tough. Shout out the NBA, kind of. Not
Shout
fully.
out their salaries though, because out of
Yeah.
the big 4, MLB, hockey, NFL, NBA, they are by far the most contractually secure.
They-
Well, they got a massive cap,
They have the best
and then
CBA
only
too.
12 dudes they
guys,
got to pay, right?
15 man roster, I believe.
Yeah, so it's 15. The last 3 can
So
be
3
on,
healthy
like-
scratch, 12
Yeah.
on the game day.
12 active.
Yeah, and it's like it's not even really 15 because those numbers are like sometimes you'll see them as like two-way contract guys with the G League who are like really like, dude, you'll see guys on NBA rosters who are like that 15 spot, like he's making $80,000 a year. Like it's not really
totally,
yeah,
absolutely.
So
It's like that too in all sport. NFL,
Do they get paid?
Everybody's making huge contracts.
Do they get paid an NBA type salary when they're on the NBA team, like a hockey player?
It's all one way.
It's one-way deals.
Yeah.
The one thing I'll say this about the NBA that I despise, absolutely despise, is when you see guys who would be that 13th, 14th, 15th player, not even dressed, they're in their hoodies and stuff on the bench. And when something happens, they're so like active and engaged with the theatrics. Like their dude will cross someone up and they're, on the bench, like just making a scene. I'm like, man, you're not even playing. Just sit down.
You're not
just
close to
cheerleading,
playing.
I guess.
Yeah.
Overly hyped cheerleading.
Yeah. There is a thing. There is a two-way for players who have less than 3 years experience.
Okay.
So I didn't know that.
So there's a money you get paid in the G League, and then if you get it up there, you're 15, you're staying in the sweatsuit, you're getting
if you have less than
maybe an extra zero on that contract.
Yeah, if you have less than 3 years experience. But the other thing is like if you have less than 3 years experience and you're on a two-way contract, like you're down in the G League. You know what I mean? Like you're
Hey, Rick, here's one for you, a little bit of work. Can you find out the minimum salary, base salary in NFL, NBA, and NHL? I'd love to know the base in those different leagues.
Yep. And I would assume
might not be the easiest, but it's 2026.
NBA's got to be the highest.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Baseball is cool because the whole no salary cap thing.
Yeah, that's wild. It's Wild West.
Yeah, I don't know enough about baseball. I wish I was more of a baseball guy. Every time baseball season rolls around, I'm like, I wish I was a baseball guy.
Playoffs.
Yeah, playoffs make you
catch you in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So NBA 1.16 for rookies, 0 years experience to over 3.3 for veterans with 10 plus.
Okay.
NFL 775. Or sorry, NHL was 775. Sorry, and then
this is min salaries.
Yeah. NFL rookie on the active roster 885. Veterans 7+ years, minimum 1.3.
Whoa. NFL is high,
Yeah.
man. Just back in the day, like when I was playing CFL, base in the NFL was like 425, and it's 885 now.
Yeah.
Wow.
885 for zero.
That's crazy.
1.05 after 1 year, 1.075 after 2, 1.145 after 3, 1.215 for years 4 through 6.
I knew that the NBA vet minimum was up there too, but I didn't know it was 3.3.
Yep.
That's good for
it was 2.8 for a little bit, the MLE there. Do you guys know Zach Richer?
I know the name.
He was the first overall pick in 2024. He's up against him, man. Like the string of number 1 picks before him and after him, like it's gonna look real bad for him.
Ball?
Yeah.
NBA?
Yeah. But he's not really that good of a player.
Yeah,
no disrespect
he's
to him.
Popping.
No, he's not. It was a bad draft class. He was never going to. But the point I was gonna make, Zach Richer, rookie, obviously. First overall pick to be fair, but rookie. Do you guys know what his AAV is?
Oh man, probably averaging I'm talking points in what is he? Center?
No, he's a wing. He's like a power forward.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, man, for someone who's averaging probably like under 10 and 10, he's making his AAV is at least 7.
Rick, do you have a guess?
Well, I'm kind of looking at it here. So
okay, yeah, all right. So yeah, his rookie deal obviously came in. Never played in the league before. His rookie deal that does come with a club option for the last 2 years. 4 years, $57 million. AAV 14.25.
Double what I thought. Wow.
Yeah. Just coming in, never having played.
What's his averages this year?
Oh, he's got to be putting up like
I bet under 10 and 10.
Maybe like 10, 4, and 3.
Wow.
He's not, dude. It was a weak draft. Like he was never.
14 sheets though, man.
That's crazy. But then you look at the Pittsburgh Pirates, who just re-signed their best rookie. 0 games in the MLB, and they signed him to a 9-year, $140 million contract.
Yeah, dude, the Rockies did something similar recently. That was like 9 years, something similar like that. Yeah,
0 games. Wow, includes $12 million signing bonus.
Pretty sick, man. Get your kid into basketball or baseball.
That's pretty sick.
That's where the money's at.
That's where the money.
But you know what? Put your kid into whatever they love to do the most.
Wow.
Hey, speaking of money, this is a good transition because we better start talking some CFL. I think, what are we, like 30 minutes in?
35.
Woo. Good convos, though. Yeah, timestamp this one for when
Sports
the CFL for when the CFL
We had
talk
some
starts.
talk early.
So the Elks have claimed the Elks claim there will be no CFL salary cups on the horizon for their $1 million offensive line. So as it currently stands, do you guys know what the top 7 blockers on this team are slated to make in hard money? Those top 7.
I know 4 of the 7.
Any guesses at what that salary cup comes in at? That when we're talking Coulter, Jordan, Bordner, Corte,
What they
Beardo,
all look
Carter,
like?
and Boyko.
What
The total is.
What the total is?
Those 7 guys.
Oh, about 1.6.
Great guess. It's 1.4.
It's like just under 50% of the cap, correct?
1/5. Yeah.
Well, my bad.
Cap
Yeah.
is now,
Yeah.
That's right.
1/5. And Ed Hervey came out. He did, he was talking about this at the CFL Combine, and he said he doesn't intend to cut any of them. So he said our cap situation with the players that we have is going to fit. Maybe there's a couple conversations that we had as far as changing the roles of our football team. Our situation at center, we're going to have very stiff competition there. But as far as moving on from guys, no, I think we're in a good place. We wanted to go into year 2 of our regime with as much experience as possible. I get having guys to kind of back up your investments, and I get that there's a need for backups, but 1.4 million through those 7 players, you can only play 5. Now you can obviously bring some guys in different, like in some different like BC team sets and stuff like that, but that's a lot. And when you look at some of those guys like Corte and Boyko, specifically Boyko, like Boyko at what his price tag is going to be as the 7th offensive lineman and maybe the 2nd right tackle, 2nd left tackle, probably 2nd right tackle is Bordner and Murray. One of them would, you know what I'm saying?
They'll be battling.
It doesn't does he move the needle that much over like a Greg Island or something where you need to be keeping him on the books at that salary cap? Like that just seems a little rich to me.
Absolutely, Deck. Absolutely. It is. It doesn't seem like it. It is.
Yeah.
Considering what they bring to the table. The battle, though, is what you mentioned at
He's also
center.
33.
Yeah, you're always, what do I say? Younger and cheaper. Always looking to go younger and cheaper. The battle at center is going to be the one to watch.
Yeah.
It's going to be intense. It's going to be between, Beardo, Mark Corte, and they'll probably give Coulter some reps at center as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it's going to be really interesting. You don't want Coulter to play.
You want Beardo to be your center.
Yeah, you want Woodmansey to be a guard for sure. And we all know Carter O'Donnell.
I think they're going to play him at tackle. That's just my vibe. I think they're going to go Carter at right tackle. They're going to go.
I could see it.
I think what they're going to do.
I could see it.
Yeah, I think they're going to go Carter at right tackle. They're going to go Woodmansey at right guard.
Yeah.
Beardo at center.
Mark at left guard.
Corte at left guard. And I think they're going to go one of Jordan Murray or Brendan Bordner. I don't know. At left tackle.
You could do that.
You're going to have Brett Boyko and the other one of Bordner Murray as your backup tackles.
Look, you could do that, but we'll just see if Mark can play guard at this stage in his career.
That's
what it comes down to.
What would really be ideal is Coulter at left guard, Carter at right guard, Bordner at left tackle, Jordan Murray at right tackle. But I'll say this, and you can speak to this way better than I can. That shift from left tackle to right tackle is pretty drastic.
It is, but it's not, the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's very doable. It's very doable, especially if you have a guy who's got the right head on his shoulders and is willing and, accepting. Some guys are stubborn, right?
Yeah.
They just don't want to go outside of their comfort zone.
Because I think if you're trying to maximize the player talent you have there, you want those 5 guys in some capacity.
I would agree.
You want Murray, you want Bordner, you want Corte, Beardo, and you want or Woodmansey, Beardo, and Carter O'Donnell.
That's how my 5 would look.
And then Carter and Brett Boyko is kind of your 2 backups there. Even though I went to bat hard for Corte this past season, every offensive lineman, pundit, former player, coach that came in here told me I was wrong. That's fine though. I'm not mad about it.
No, you're good, man.
But
football guy,
yeah. But my thing is I'm sorry, man. Brett Boyko he's at 33 off the season he just had. That was him and I'm sorry. Come on, he is that valuable that he absolutely has to be on the roster here over a Greg Island.
Absolutely not. Put it this way too. Ed's just giving the lip service. Nobody is that valuable. Nobody's that valuable. Camp is going to tell a lot.
Oh yeah.
Camp is going to be intense.
This season is going to tell you a lot because at the end of this season, I think you'll have a better idea of what he has in terms of the offensive line and what he doesn't have. And I think at the end of the year, you'll start to see some drastic changes in terms of dollars paid, because he'll be very confident with 5 to 7 guys right now. Because of the way last year went. He's not terribly confident with a lot of guys, right?
Maybe 3.
And he brought some guys in last year on the D line who didn't exactly have a great year. So at that same time, when you bring in new guys on the offensive line, that's going to be in the back of your head. What if they don't have a great year? We need to have depth. We need to have as many guys as possible, because that position is extremely important for this roster to be successful this year.
My thing with Ed is he really kind of goes to bat for the character of the players, which I do appreciate. But like we saw it with like Robbie, like, you know, I hate to keep singling out Robbie, but you know, the season he had to go from like 280K to 270K, like it's, and him and Mark, they both said, I don't know if I mentioned this, I'm sure I did. I tweeted it for sure. But when they were doing the pre-CFL Combine media veil, someone asked them about Robbie Smith. It might have been JC or someone from 3 Down Nation. Asked them about, you know, Robbie Smith coming back at the price tag, and all they said was he's a guy of high character.
See, like that's,
and we love having him in the locker room.
That's bogus.
Really?
It's an easy answer.
Because my point is that like that's something that's kind of been reiterated. So it's something they clearly believe, no question.
Cool.
But yeah, so my point is like when you look at this offensive line, like that has now shifted from Robbie, and again, hate singling out Robbie, good guy, but that has shifted from him to now the 7th offensive lineman who was Swiss cheese for 90%.
Can't have that mentality. It's got to be more dogged. It's got to.
You want good guys in your locker room, but
yeah.
But I think he also agrees with, he probably understands that based on last year, those numbers aren't great. I do want to take one more try on him. How do I answer this properly in front of a camera? I'll tell you this, because I can't sit here, look at the camera and go, you know what? I think it's going to work. I'm giving him a 2-year plan.
But
my hands are tied. I got to go with it this year.
You're taking the words out.
That would almost be really, because
I think it's lip service.
This stuff happens in every sport over every
it would
all
almost
the time.
It would almost be more legitimate to say that. It would almost be more legitimate to just be like, guys, hands up. That was a bad year. But you know what? We trust in the player he is. We trust in what he does in camp. We trust in what he does in practice. We trust what we've seen in film. Yeah, that would
make just lip service.
So you think Robbie Smith's like a bad guy or something?
No,
no, he's just avoiding the fact. Yeah, he just doesn't want to talk about the fact that last year was a down year.
Yeah,
but why wouldn't you? Why?
Because you also don't want to. You'd also look at that player and go, I want that player to look at me when he gets here and go, you know what? I appreciate the fact you really didn't bring up any of those negatives from last year.
Said,
let me do this for you this year.
You could have said, yeah, Robbie Smith was trash last year. Like you could have said that. That was all true. Yeah, we overpaid. We missed on him.
As a player, doesn't that resonate more with you? Like if you came into camp and you were like, my GM called me out and he said that was a bad year, but we believe in him. That doesn't resonate more with you.
Depends on the personality of the player.
Depends on the kind of love. Some people are like that tough love. Some people like it'll kill their confidence, man.
Really? And you think Robbie's one of those guys?
Oh, I mean, he's clearly something's not right if you're only getting no sacks. So like confidence. Did he have 2 sacks?
You got a couple.
It's a player's GM. He's going to take the side of the player first try.
Yeah, confidence is not high there. Let's put it that way. Even if there is an injury involved in the season. Confidence is not high, so he's not going to come out in the media and, double down on that. I think I'm with Rick. That's what I said, man. He had 0. Like I thought maybe okay, you questioned me and maybe did he have 2? I thought, but no, he had none.
I was trying to.
He had none.
I was trying to win.
That's why it's like in his career high is 6. Not to beat up on the guy. Get your money, son. Yeah. But holy smokes, like
no, it's crazy.
It's insane.
But dude, I like my. I don't think Ed was lying.
No, it's lip service mostly. I would honestly put that in that category. Now, here's the reverse of it too. This is maybe part of what Ed and the staff believe. It is a good position. Sure, some might be overpaid on the O-line, but it's a good position to go in with this type of competition and like jobs are on the line here, man. Guys who have been starters, there's not enough room for them. That's a good place to be in.
Absolutely. And listen, Brett Boyko might go and just because we've kind of harped on him a little bit and, a season he had, rightfully so. But he might go in there and just blow everyone away and win the job clearly. He might be the best offensive lineman. Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's a very realistic possibility. That might happen. I'm not, discounting that that's on the table. But my thing is kind of like, is it worth like I don't want to use the word risk, but is it worth the kind of possible risk of just having that salary cap on your team when again like I don't is he so and maybe he is maybe we'll see this again but is he so heads and tails better than
and this is because I love this is why we need to have the cap exposed to us so we can talk about it, because now
Dude,
you
I was
don't have
thinking
two
about that too.
quarterbacks. You don't have Trey making $350 and then Cody making his $250 plus incentives. Now you're just paying Cody. So there is some flexibility. There's an extra 100, 200K laying around. The cap does go up. So maybe you can carry the salaries like we're talking about. So it would help CFL if you release these salary caps to us.
I think it also tells you that Ed is very confident in the rest of the team, in what he has on the rest of the team. Because if he's like, I need to spend more money on this position, well, shit, I have to take out of this spot because I have little depth there. But I think he's very confident in what he has here. And it's probably because he had guys that were on the practice roster last year who are now starters. That's a guy who's not going to be getting paid a lot of money. Now you have a quality player with a cheap price tag.
Yeah, most of those guys re-upped already, though.
Yeah, and that's why I'm smiling.
Yeah.
Because typically, the older you get in the league, hold out. Just wait. Don't re-up too early, because they'll come back, and typically they'll be higher negotiating power, and they'll come back with higher leverage. You'll have higher leverage and whatnot. So you saw Ed, and it just dawned on me, man, early in the offseason, sign. He was getting these guys for sure on the low. So Ed did a really good job in locking all these guys
Are we sure? We don't know. Robbie got 270.
No, but all the DBs and all that.
Look at all the guys we re-signed.
Like, I think I'm thinking like he didn't pay a premium at every position.
I would agree.
He didn't. Guys,
but it's also like
guys who sign early.
You are dealing with agents.
You're signing for less.
Like, you're not dealing with just like a naive, like.
No, for sure. But even having gone through the negotiations with my agent, like, if you wait in the process, typically you'll get more, but you have to have balls of steel to wait.
Yeah.
Right. And it's uncomfortable. You sign early. The team wants you to sign early. And Ed signed a plethora of guys.
And
early.
you're like, you're getting a signing bonus that you've like probably never seen.
Exactly.
Before at that
So
age,
when you get,
what I mean? Like,
$35K to sign a deal at 125, when maybe if you waited, you probably could have seen 150.
Yeah.
But Ed did a really good job. And if you think back to early in the offseason, man, it was like bing, 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 bing. He got them all, man. He locked them all up.
And I think he's
smart GMing.
He's that type of GM that you want to play for, right? So when he's calling you up first thing and he's talking to you, he's selling you on something here. And he's a salesman, because a bunch of guys bought instead of waiting.
Some don't, though, to be fair. Like him talking about we have no superstars in the league.
Yeah,
like
tough.
He's a little,
But yeah, let's see what he's talking about when he's on the phone with these players, with these agents.
You guys know his job is to get you for cheap. Like, that's his job.
Oh, yeah.
And he got a lot of guys for cheaper than he probably would have paid.
He also got 7 offensive linemen for a fifth of the salary cap. It's not exactly cheap.
But when we played, I mean, our D line was a fourth of the salary cap. When I played.
And how good was that D line?
I was gonna say you guys were pretty good.
That's the thing. Yeah. See, thank you.
Great Cup.
I stand corrected. Yes, thank you, boys. You
now
hang on my face because you're right.
Now, but
you're right. We were good.
I'll say this to that point. Like, if they go out and Justin Rankin has like a 1,400-yard year and they win a Great Cup, I'm not caring about that salary cap
like
anymore.
Bottom 2 and sacks given up.
Yeah, I'm not caring. I'm not caring about. Give him 1.6, 1.4. Give him 1.6. But just to circle back really quickly to your thing about the salary cap, I was thinking about that the other night. Like, it's actually ridiculous that we don't have access to that.
Mm-hmm.
How much convo around the NHL is off-season convo specifically, but even in season, look at the cap. When we're trading, look at the cap.
How does it fit?
It's like 40% is probably generous. It's like 15% of the convo, maybe more.
Dude.
The fact it doesn't exist in this league is so bush league.
And then it opens everything, because now draft picks matter more.
Yeah.
Right. And then you can talk about trading picks for players and how the money works. And it opens up so much depth to the conversation.
And like CFL teams are going to spend to the cap more often than not. But still, like, I want to see what these.
And who cares if it's not huge bucks? I mean, the league.
We know you're not the NFL.
Exactly.
Like, it's fine. We still love the league. We just want to see the numbers
now. Where what is the cap deck? It's 6.2.
Yeah, I think it might be
6'3"
more.
even?
Yeah,
we're at a healthy point where it's 6'3" cap. Like, that's nothing.
6'3" basically.
Nothing to scoff at. And so what if base is still 75? Whatever. If people know that your salary is 75. Like, it's so much easier and more fun to have the dialogue, and you can have true dialogue, not just, pie in the sky what ifs or opinions.
Yeah. Not just like we pieced together 4 3 Down Nations articles to find 3 different position groups. We're going to guess what everyone else is getting. It's so ridiculous. Man, like I love the CFL, obviously. I think that's pretty well documented. I think we all do. But like that's so Bush League, man.
Have some confidence in your league. Have some confidence in yourself. Let everyone see what they can see in every other league and go out there and put out a game and impress people on TV and on the field.
They don't want to see how much Chad Kelly's getting paid.
I used to love it. I would have a spreadsheet. You could email the head office of the league, and they would send you a spreadsheet of every player's salary.
If you're a player, you have
for negotiation.
You have full access to all these numbers.
Yeah. What we should really do is we should actually just ask one of the Elks to do that and give it to us. Yeah.
Send it over.
Yeah.
Hit up Tyrell. Forward us the email.
Yeah. Someone who would just do it. I'm sure. Like I don't think
it's not a big deal.
No.
I don't know why it's the world's biggest secret.
No. You should try. Actually, you should just pretend.
Last time I reached out to the league, I got ghosted.
Really? Oh yeah,
So,
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, as you were out, and I'm kind of glad because apparently the way that went down over at the field house.
Yeah, it was just
combine.
It was a cold shoulder, man. Yeah, whatever is what it is. All right, I guess one more thing quickly. Then we'll jump to Rick's rants and
blind rankings.
Blind rankings. Thank you. Yeah, so Rick, he did a radio interview, very similar to the one he did with Jason, but he just kind of outlined what he's going to be doing, his role with the club. Because we were sitting here speculating about it a little bit. Like I think we all kind of had a good general idea of what it was going to be, but to kind of get it from the horse's mouth is another thing. I'm going to be doing some things like advanced scouting of opponents, which is a very necessary thing in football. First of all, anytime you have to say in the first sentence, which is a very necessary thing in football, like, okay, man, like for sure, man. Like it's the office space. Like, so what do you do here?
Yeah, exactly.
But he goes on to say,
necessary.
I'm going to do game management reports, a lot of things that a head coach would do in anticipation for a game. So just being an extra guy on hand. He goes on to say, Mark Killam knows exactly what he's doing. That's not the point of this. It's just trying to assist the coaching staff in any way that I can and hopefully bring the knowledge that I have of being in the CFL for a long time and being a head coach the last 10 years or so, just bringing that to the table and helping the team out any way that I can. So yeah, man.
Just another cook in the kitchen, really.
Heck yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. Not much.
I
just another opinion,
because that's the other thing. He starts it by saying he's like, this is really necessary, and then he finishes it by saying, I've been a head coach for 10 years. It's like, okay, man, you sold us. We got it. This is important stuff. No idea if it's going to count against the coach's cap or not. It must. It'd be crazy if it didn't.
Is he? Did he get fired
in BC? Or
Ottawa.
Well, in Ottawa when he was special. Yeah, no. So Ryan did when he came in as a new head coach and just didn't.
Coordinator.
Ottawa.
He was back.
And Ryan did. He came in as GM head coach and just didn't retain him or renew his contract.
Yeah, so he's not getting paid out or anything.
Yeah. So that's kind of.
Hey man, I like him. Good guy.
Yeah, I like Rick. Man.
The why behind it. Just another opinion, I guess.
Yeah. Listen, it doesn't necessarily hurt to have another, well-versed, good voice in the air, but you made the point, like, how many cooks do we need?
And this was your staff last year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Did you feel the need that you had to have an advisor over your shoulder last year?
Yeah.
After your first year as a head man? It's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It looks good to the community.
Yep.
That last name looks really good coming to this organization for the community. So absolutely. I get that.
Absolutely, it does. Anything you guys want to add to that?
No.
All right. Blind ranking then.
Or how about the rant first?
Oh, come on. Absolutely. Let's get the rant.
All right. So this comes, you know what? I don't know who agrees with me on this one, but I like a nice afternoon sitting around, turn the TV on, find a nice little movie to watch. So I have an issue with this channel AMC.
Oh, I love AMC.
Because they put out some great movies, right? You know what they do, though? They ruin the damn... So they need to change the movies they put out because you want to take out the swears, go whatever. I don't care. Stop putting out Scarface then, because when you take out the swearing, you're ruining them. They have put so many good movies out, but then they alter it by removing the swearing and whatnot. Just go find better movies that you don't have to
edit.
Yeah, and tear down, because you're taking great movies and you're changing what they say, how they say, when they say. I think it just kind of ruins the movie. So this one's AMC. Go find a better catalog of movies to show that you don't have to alter all the script as much.
Now, as an AMC lover, can you get behind what he's saying?
Yeah, totally. There's no question it takes away from the movie. One thing I love is every October AMC does Fear Fest, where they just run horror movies for an entire month. But the way, like, they heavily edit stuff. Like, they'll, like, some of the dubbing heavily edited, but they'll just, like, more often than not, I find they'll just, like, cut entire scenes. So watching, like, these horror movies throughout, like, the entire month of October with how edited they are, you're, like, watching half the movie, essentially.
Right.
So, yeah, there's no question that it's... But I guess, like, what are you going to do? It's a cable channel. Like, they got to meet broadcast regulations.
Just
I don't
choose
know.
different movies.
Yeah, and sometimes they do. Like, I hear where you're coming from. Like, it's you totally take away from the movie. Like,
Casinos
100%.
in there.
Yeah,
man.
Oh, they must edit
Don't go for
Casino
the
down to
worst.
8 minutes. Like,
Right?
Yeah, dude.
Don't go for the worst.
Just
of the
go
worst.
pick some better movies out. I mean, there's a ton of good movies out
Yeah,
there. Go
just
find
pick
some
some a
ones where you
little
don't have to
lighter.
alter as much and leave these ones, or maybe come up with another channel out there that you're allowed to play whatever they want to be said, and just, put that on a different channel. Let me go watch that over there, because those are great movies. I just hate when they get messed with.
I can dig it.
yeah. No, I'm totally with you. Shout out AMC though. I gotta say,
100%.
Shout
They
out
do a great
AMC.
job.
Love AMC. I love a cable movie on like an afternoon in Saturday or something,
doubt.
Sunday afternoon.
Hate commercials, but I feel you.
Yeah, but it almost like I don't even mind that. Like, get up, go grab a snack, go to the bathroom,
Fair
like
enough,
check
huh?
the.
Yeah.
Just look at the sunlight. All right. Do we have a
We do.
blind ranking?
We do. All right, this one may be kind of controversial, but we're going with Gatorade flavors.
Okay. I
And
like
to me,
this.
there's one winner hands down,
Oh.
no questions asked. But we'll see what you guys like here. So we're gonna start off with the OG lemon lime.
Never was my favorite.
2.
There was a time when that was the only option, for the record.
Really?
Yes.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
That was the OG from the University of Florida. Hey, all
Yeah.
the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's never been my favorite.
Okay, I gotta take myself out of like player mode though, because I'm thinking like what I'm drinking on a bench. If we're going to
Yeah.
the gas station game,
Is there a difference?
Yeah, because I wasn't
Well-
thinking. I was thinking. You know what? My mind went was after a swim meet. Funny enough, I haven't swam for like 15 years. But that was
I'm
where
just
my.
thinking there's a difference between going and getting a bottle of Gatorade and
Mhm.
the stuff you're mixing up, and less variety with the stuff.
Yeah,
you're
that's
mixing
fair.
up.
I guess on the field,
Lemon
there's a
lime
lot of
is,
mixed.
like
Yeah.
good for my performance because it doesn't leave
Yeah.
a gross sweet taste like some of the
What-
berry ones. Like
Yeah,
you
I don't. I also like. I don't get like Gatorade from the gas station. I'll only drink it after I work out, really, or after
I'll
like a
get
hike or something.
I'm good for a Gatorade Zero here and there.
Yeah, I like Gatorade Zero.
I'm good
But
for-
to get back to it, like the lemon lime, it's such a classic, but it was just never my favorite. I'm gonna put it at number 4.
2.
Let's go purple.
5, man. I don't really mess with grape that much.
1.
Same. Blue. I just love how there's some of the flavors are just colors.
Cool blue. That's number 1 for me. That's like OG classic. I'm putting cool blue number 1.
Probably 4.
Man, we're not in sync on
Yeah.
this one. Ugh.
Orange.
2.
3.
Is so red.
Red.
This is number 1 by a mile.
Oh, actually, I think
Fruit punch.
Oh.
Red fruit punch, whatever you want to call it.
5.
To me, that
Easy.
thing is so
I'm
far ahead of
good.
everybody.
I'll put it
I
at number
love that.
3.
I knew it was gonna go 5. No
Dude,
way. I'm out on that, Rick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like any type of drink crystals. They're always
You're
fruit
red.
punch, cherry, red, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't hate the take. I don't mind my list. What did I go? Blue, orange, red, yellow, purple. I don't mind that at all. Dude, the sneaky goat one is the white
White.
one. Like the
White
glacier
lightning.
freeze.
I already
not
knew
bad,
it.
yeah.
Here, the freeze. Yeah.
That one's dope.
I already knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah.
Another sneaky one is like a dark green. It's like a really rich forest green,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
hunter
yeah.
green. I don't know if it's green apple. I think it is green apple.
I think you're
It's
right.
tasty. That might be a Powerade one though.
I
actually.
think it's Gatorade, but I think it's one of like the Gatorade kind of like off brands, like
Yeah.
Gatorade Clutch
Something
or
like that,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Gatorade though.
Yeah, it's not something I have too often, but and if
Yeah.
I do, I actually like the Gator Lights.
Always the zero sugars, man. Always
Gator
the-
Light, zero sugar. That's the way to go.
Yeah,
It's the
100%.
electrolyte drink.
Any drink like that, I think you got to go 0 sugar.
Yeah.
I had a Coke. I think I told you guys this. Like I had a Coke not too long ago, like because I just hadn't had one in forever, like a regular Coke. I
Did it
think
hit?
it was a bottle, maybe.
Were you
No,
grossed out or
it
it
didn't
hit?
hit. I was grossed out.
Yeah.
See, the best,
Syrupy?
Pardon?
Syrupy?
Yeah, real syrupy.
grab a can, cold can, first like 2 sips of that. You can't beat that. After that, it kind of goes down.
Yeah.
But like where it's so bubbly, it kind of hurts a bit.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. That's the
I knew what
you can dice that can right afterwards, but really cold. It almost hurts a bit for 2 sips, and then dice that shit after.
Yeah.
Big burp.
Oh yeah.
Big burp.
Yeah, if you're laying down, you stand up and it comes out. Oh, hell of a feeling.
You haven't had a real pop in forever, man.
Yeah.
All about the zeros.
I agree. I love diet soda too.
Do you guys ever
Terrible
see
for my
on
teeth,
Instagram the soda addict, life of a soda addict?
but-
And the guy just crushes like liters of diet pop every day.
I think I've seen the leader
before.
guy or the
I've
Diet
seen him
Coke. Yeah.
Like just liters and liters and liters.
Yeah, he'll do like
Too
grocery
much.
store runs
Yeah,
where
and
he's
he's got
yeah.
cases, like 50 cases a run.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah, it's insane, man.
Older I get, the more it's just closest thing to water with a little bit of flavor, please.
Yeah.
I'm with you, man.
Dude, like Bubblies,
Yeah.
cool, but nothing can replace water.
Perrier, baby.
Perrier's awesome as well.
You ever salt your water? Pinch of salt?
No, never.
I do sometimes.
You guys ever do peanuts and Diet Coke?
No, but I saw that on socials.
I want to
It
try
was
it.
like trending yesterday.
Maybe I'll run out after this and try it.
It's
It's like a
old
protein
school.
shake.
It's old school.
Another one is like Coke and wine. I think it's like a Spanish.
Yeah,
thing.
that's a drink. There's actually a name for or dirty red, isn't it?
maybe. Yeah, maybe it
Another
might
dirty
be.
red.
Something like that.
Yeah. Well, guys, it's been a wonderful show.
Yeah. Aim for kill 'em on Friday. Is that where we should be looking?
Ooh, let's get the
Let's do it.
killer.
Let's do it.
Nice.
All
Just
right.
come in here intimidating us.
Yeah, mean dogging us, big dogging us. I mean, mean mugging us, shooting down my
Hi,
plays.
Coach. I'm Deck. Question.
Dude, it's like, cause yeah, it'd be like, Coach, you. That's how I start every like post game. I'm like, Coach, and dude, I remember one time it was just me and him in the post game of the hill, and like for my last question, I was like, last one from me. There was no one else. Like, I didn't need to
Did
say
he
that.
laugh?
No, I think he might have cracked a smile because it was just like I just did it. I didn't even do it to be funny. I just did it kind of like it was a natural thing.
You know, man, you may, I don't know. I'm just going to speak for you, I guess. You may feel corny at times being the only guy down there, but I guarantee you that Coach sees you and respects you
Yeah,
for grinding like that. I guarantee you that, Deck. For real.
appreciate that. And like, honest, just to touch on the first point, like I don't
Good.
feel like
Good,
corny or like,
shameless.
yeah,
Good, man.
no, man.
Good,
Like
good.
because I just like I love talking to them.
Yeah,
I love like,
good.
and it's
I
almost.
appreciate that.
I don't want to say it's better when it's just me and it's only happened once because you're
Easier.
obviously. But it's definitely like, oh, so I can ask you like 8 uninterrupted questions about what I want to ask. I don't have to watch like, you know,
Yeah, man.
I don't have to sit through some of the like, was that a good game? It's like, well, they lost 43-10. So
Get right to the meat and
yeah,
potatoes.
yeah.
Oh, good for you,
Yeah.
Deck. Keep it up, bro.
Shout out ElksNation. All right. I guess that's going to do it. We will see you guys Friday. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Love you guys.